Jetty May could face a revolt among Brexiteers in her own cabinet if she ignores them over a customs deal. The Prime Minister is in for a rocky ride if she tries to force a hybrid deal through, as many say it would betray the demands of the people who voted for Brexit in June 2016. Any Brexiteer told of growing anger in the cabinet at Mrs May's approach. He told the Sunday Telegraph, "I don't think you're going to see a mass walkout, but neither do I think you'll see them being silent in the event of the judgment going the other way." Mrs May is being accused of wasting time on creating a final plan on the customs union and dragging her feet by not allowing a Commons vote on keeping the UK in the tariff-free customs union. A number of cabinet ministers have spoken out against her hybrid customs partnership model, which would see Britain collect tariffs on behalf of the EU for goods destined for the bloc, with firms potentially claiming back a rebate if products remained in the UK on a lower tariff regime. The Sunday Telegraph quoted a cabinet source saying it would be unimaginable for the Prime Minister to press on with the hybrid model after it has been torn apart by members of her own Brexit committee. But pro-EU Tories, seeking to capitalise on the lack of agreement in the cabinet and the Lords' victory on the customs union, pushed for Mrs May to abandon her Brexit strategy and instead commit to a Norway-style approach within the European Economic Area, an European Free Trade Association. EFTA. Former Conservative Minister Stephen Hammond said, "It allows you to have some conversations over new regulation, in that you are consulted and are part of the process before it comes in, though it is still not co-determination, of course." Gavin Williamson is among the cabinet members who have made his opposition to her plans clear, but the other reason I think it is a good idea is that if you look at the EU terms of reference, it is clear there is more leeway to impose restrictions on freedom of movement. Yet, such a move would be unacceptable to many Brexit supporters, because it would leave the UK expected to accept free movement, although its advocates claim Mrs May would have some ability to impose conditions. Today, Mrs May insisted she had the determination to deliver Brexit as she came under pressure from both wings of the Tory party to change course. Writing in The Sun on Sunday, she said she had an absolute determination to make a success of Brexit by leaving the single market and customs union and building a new relationship with EU partners that takes back control of our borders, our laws and our money. Stephen Hammond wants May to commit to a Norway-style approach within the EU, said the UK was making good progress towards that goal and we will carry on doing so with resolution in the months ahead. A decision on the government's preferred customs option has been postponed after Ms May's Brexit war cabinet failed to reach agreement. She desperately wants to win over opponents to her plan, such as the new Home Secretary Sajid Javid and Defence Secretary Gavin Williamson. Whitehall source told the Sunday Telegraph. The Prime Minister has personally been calling in various members of the cabinet. Pro-EU Tories pushed for Mrs May to abandon her red lines and keep the UK in the single market, claiming she would have cross-party support in the House of Commons for such a move. A Lords amendment which would require the government to negotiate continued membership of the EU could be put to a vote on Tuesday, but Labour peers have reportedly been told to abstain. Labour's Lord Alley, one of the signatories to the amendment, accused the party leadership of being paralysed by indecision. He said, "This is complete cowardice. There is no point in being in politics to abstain. If you stand in the middle of the road, someone is going to knock you over.